Cardi B and Offset. Number one, as an OG in this music game, and
Right.
you've seen every publicity stunt known to man and know all the inside stories. Do you think this is actually real, or do you think it's a big publicity stunt?
I think it's real, man. Any nigga that's gonna go on stage in the Elvis costume in front of thousands of people, that man want his girl back. I think it's interesting though, because I mean, for one, they don't need the publicity stunts. They the biggest things in music. Like they popping. But this is like the new soap opera. To be like, we want to know, is Cardi gonna take Offset back? Like, we all rooting for him. We all putting our own personal stories into it. And honestly, I think it's a beautiful story of two people who started from nothing, who gained everything, who ultimately love each other, but still trying to juggle in this world of access to like everything they have.
Well, here's the one thing that's kind of interesting to me is that, does Cardi really think that Offset is not gonna fuck with nobody else?
That's the thing, and again, people probably gonna hate me for this comment.
He wanted to have a threesome. Yes, he did.
Every man wants to have a threesome, Cardi.
Every man is going to want to have a threesome. He was doing all this shit before you showed up.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Cardi was getting it popping too.
I interviewed Cardi. She's talked about having threesome.
I had a threesome a couple of times, but when I do it, it's just only to satisfy my dude, to get cool points with my dude. But I never really enjoy it. I enjoy intimacy. So I enjoy intimacy with me and a girl. I enjoy intimacy with me and my guy. When it's the three thing, it's just like a show. You know, it's fake, like porn.
If my chick has had a threesome before and ain't gonna have one with me, I'm gonna feel a little left out. Like, why I didn't meet you when you was in the threesome stage?
I see that Vlad TV interview. You can't say you
never did that shit.
Rewind that shit. Play it again.
Again, I think I hope they prevail, because I feel like their connection is greater than just that. Because eventually, if you really want to work on your union and you got a child together, it's gonna have to go beyond the superficiality of, me out here wanting this or doing this or making a mistake here. Like, y'all got a family. Y'all got to figure that out.
I mean, I just think people put so much emphasis on sex and monogamy.
Yeah.
It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's so fucking unrealistic. Especially when you talk about people, who are in the public eye, who, men, women already know them way before they ever see them in person and so forth. They're doing shows. There's women that throw their panties on stage.
You know how I feel about monogamy, man. I feel like monogamy is not natural.
Yeah.
It's look at every animal on the planet besides like penguins and seahorses. You know what I'm saying?
Penguins and seahorses.
They're the only monogamous creatures on the planet, man. And it's just like the other, it's just not. Our animal instinct is to be attracted to someone. Now, if you have the control enough to act on it, and it goes back to what I was talking about, the access to excess, it's real easy to bystep one chick, but when you got 50 coming at you, like Chris Rock said it, he was like, pussy gonna catch up with you at some point. Like, you can run from the pussy all you want, but it's gonna catch up with you.
Well, I have a theory, and I'm sure I'm gonna get bashed for this, but whatever. My theory is, when you look at what's happening these days, right? Like, for example, when you and I were young, if you wanted to meet a girl, you either have to be going to school with her.
Yep.
Meet her at the mall.
Yeah.
Meet her.
You had to actually have real interaction with her.
And then once you get a little older, you'd have to go hit the clubs.
Yeah.
You have to do this, maybe ask about a friend. These days, between Instagram, all the Tinder apps, all you're now in a situation, men are in a situation where they have so much more access to women.
Yeah.
And I think that women have inherently lost that power of sex.
It's so crazy.
That they've held on to for hundreds of thousands of years, essentially. And I think that the Me Too movement is a power grab for some of the power that they've lost.
Yeah.
Now, I know people are going to get very angry at me, but I've talked to this I've said this to women, and they've actually agreed with me.
I believe, especially someone who is a father of a daughter, and even having these conversations with my daughter to this day, I tell her about her power and what she possesses and how she should respect herself. Again, she's 7 right now, so I can't get too graphic, but I try to go in as detailed as possible that there's gonna be so many people that want to leech your power away from you, who are gonna try to take this essence that you possess. And you hit it on the head, man. Like, it's been watered down in such a way that, and that's why I commend and salute the Me Too movement, because I believe the woman is the most powerful being on the planet. When you look at all that they go through and the energy that they embody and how they chakras are aligned, like that energy is real. But because of the vanity, because of social media, this girl showed me this DM, a plutonic friend showed me a DM that she got, and it says some shit like, this dude slid in her DM. First of all, hit her with the DM with mad stacks and jewelry and hundreds of thousands to let her know who he was, mad paper, and was like, yo, I don't want to be your boyfriend. I just want to fucking take you shopping. And like, it didn't work with her, but clearly that has worked before. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, all right, swipe right, next one. You know what I mean? Like, and to think about like, yo, that's the engagement today. That's how you holla at a chick now.